0 to 60 can define a performance car, but it's the fastest 60 to 0 that's the aim of Tarok's brakes. From road cars to race cars, circuits, special stages, or the autostrada, nothing reduces speed like Tarok's brakes. Italy gave the world the art of Da Vinci and Michelangelo. Tarok's has given drivers the art of stopping. For more information and to acquire your own masterpiece, visit taroks.co.uk. Yes, it's me, Mark Stone, and this is the Backseat Driver Podcast. It's the fastest, it's the friendliest, and it's for all the family. The Gas Shocks 116 Trophy and 120 Coupe Cup are the fastest growing race series in the UK, taking in 6 one-hour races and 8 sprints at all the top circuits. Visit 116trophy.com to find out more and get yourself behind the wheel. From a pot of tea to TT motorbikes. From a classic English breakfast to a full serving of classic cars. Bridge House Tearooms is the Northwest premier classic car meeting location for cars, bikes, tractors and owners clubs. So no matter what your automotive appetite might be, visit Bridge House Farm Tearooms on their Facebook page or call John and Alicia on 07980 444 221 for show details and to reserve your own table and parking space. Hero ERA Flying Scotsman Rally 2024 Day 1. They scrutinised yesterday at Carden Park down in Chester, and at 8 o'clock this morning, Friday the 12th, they set off on the day 1 of a 3-day event. Today will take them from Chester to the Lake District, day 2 the Lake District to Loch Lomond, and day 3 Loch Lomond to Gleneagles Hotel. They will be covering 600 miles of navigation, 15 tests, 16 regularities, and none of the 60 cars and crews are any younger than 1948. Well, here at Bridge House Tearooms, of course, one of the sponsors of the Backseat Driver Podcast, overseen by the man himself, Obergruppenführer John Wright. John, welcome to the Backseat Driver Podcast. And what's it like having scored this fantastic coup?
Well, afternoon, Mark. It's absolutely fantastic. I think it's the most prestigious event we could ever hope to host, and the fact that they're using this for an afternoon halt is absolutely fantastic, and we hope to make them very welcome.
So there's 60 boxes of sandwiches and various other things. What will they do when they get here?
Well, basically, we're not sure if there's any work they'll need doing on the cars. They've roughly got 30 minutes here. Obviously, use it as a toilet break and refreshments. But hopefully, this will be the kick-off for the afternoon session all the way into the Lake District. And we have to ask, what's in the sandwich box? Sandwiches and cake. Not too much. I'm sure they'll be enjoying a lovely meal tonight at the Lowood Hotel.
But they'll be able to make full use of the facilities here, but you've reopened the marquee and redone the start-finish ramp.
Yes, we've revamped the ramp for today's event, and it's hopefully decorated. Hopefully we're going to create a few surprises. We've got 1 or 2 in the pipeline for this afternoon, including a piper, so hopefully they'll enjoy the stay and hopefully want to come back again.
Well, let's hope so. And once again, John, thank you for your everlasting support of the Backseat Driver Podcast, and well done on getting the big hero event to come here to Bridge House Tearooms in the tiny little village of Ray, though they aren't driving through the centre of it, are they?
No, they're not. No, they're coming around the outskirts of the village, and then this afternoon we believe they're heading off into the Yorkshire Dales before heading over into the Lake District.
But once again, John, thanks very much for your continued support and coming on today's podcast.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Anytime.
I'm joined by Michael Steele, past radio guest, first appearance on the podcast, here at Bridge House Tearooms. Michael, it's all 4 wheels, is this? And you're a 2 wheels man. What brings you here? Apart from a Triumph in all probability.
I thought, Triumph, exactly. Well, I thought if you were promoting it, it might be worth a look. So, if it's not, I hold you totally responsible.
What interest do you have, I don't mean this as an insult, in the old cars rallying? Because, I mean, it's like a lot of the motorbike events you do.
Well, anything old interests me, but the old cars, it's nice to see them used as they were intending to be used. You know, it's all right looking at things in a museum, but these lads are hammering them out on the roads and using them, you know.
And the thing is, some of these cars are worth serious money. Vintage Bentleys, Bugattis, things like that. I mean, you buy a nice couple of houses for what some of these cost.
Yeah, I know. It takes some bottle to take a motor like that out and use it seriously, doesn't it? It does.
And, of course, you're driving a car that's, 100 years old in many ways, which means you've 100-year-old technology. They can improve it a little bit, but a lot of the regulations say it must be as is. So some of these roads, with modern traffic out there, it must be at times seriously daunting.
Yeah, you'll see as you're out and about, but drivers cut you very little slack if you're in an old motor or on an old motorcycle. They don't realise that your brakes aren't exactly as sharp as theirs, and they expect you to drive just as they're doing, and they don't give you any space or anything. So yeah, you've just got to watch your job. You really have.
Could you be tempted after today to have a do at some four-wheeled rallying?
No. My other half has banned me from anything like that. If you remember, I broke my collarbone on a motorcycle trial a few years ago, which kept me out of action for 3 months. She lost a slave. So I'm banned now from doing anything that's remotely dangerous.
So it's now basically just rebuilding motorbikes?
And cars. I'm doing a Rover P4 at the moment, yes. So we do four wheels, yeah.
But it's nice to see you here. I hope you enjoy yourself, because otherwise I'm to blame, apparently.
No, it's always a pleasure. Yeah, how could I not enjoy myself? With looking at things like this and the added benefit of meeting the great Mark Stone.
What more can you say? Thanks very much, Michael. I'm here with Mark Florio, who's come to spectate. What brings you here and why?
I've just come to watch the Hero Era Rally of Flying Scotsman on their way up to Scotland, I think they are. Well, they're about 75 cars, all the old Bentleys and everything. Just love them, so I've come to watch and admire, I think.
Does it give you the urge to start rallying again?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does, absolutely. But maybe not Bentleys or vintage Bentleys, but something 60s or 70s maybe. Yes.
I mean, one of the problems before we started recording, one of the problems we were saying is the expense. I mean, it is an expensive pursuit these days, and especially the classics.
Yes, absolutely. I've just been told this one is £7,250 to enter, which is quite a fair amount for the normal person. But then if they've got a Bentley, they're not doing too bad, really, are they?
But I mean, historic rallying compared to it does recreate the great days of when rallying was rallying.
Yeah, very much so, absolutely, yeah. Way before my time, though.
I mean, they're covering a lot of distance on all 3 days. I mean, the modern rallying is now quite short by comparison. If you took it up again, would you prefer the modern or the old?
Not quite this old. 60s and 70s, I think. Probably 70s. I'd like a 911 or an Alpha or something and go and do something like that. But yeah, I mean, do they do historic rallying around here, Lancashire and everything?
We do. There's quite a lot. I mean, we've a lot of car clubs around here. The Lancashire Automobile Club, the Morecambe, the Ilkley, Knowledale. They tend to be more the historic navigations, which are, I mean, that recreates the great days of the tulip rallying.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, which we're doing a little bit of one a week on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, and the great thing about the tulips, it is relatively easy to understand, providing you know your left from your right. I say that because of my French colleague.
Yeah, it's just the timing of it, I think, that's the tricky bit on those sort of do's, is it?
It's timing, the regularities, and it's, as I said, it's knowing your left from your right and just being able to, if it says turn in 1.2 miles or 1.2 kilometres, to turn at that distance and not the one just before and not the one just after.
Right, okay, I'll let you know how I get on Sunday.
Mark, thanks very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver Podcast.
Nice to meet you very much.
I'm here with Rob. He's one of the sweep crews, mechanical assistance area, it says on his van. Have you been busy up to press?
We haven't, but the others have. We're running at the front of the field today, getting ahead to the lunch halts and coffee halts early. Yeah, We've not had a busy day, but the others have.
Why? What's gone wrong all? Because we're only halfway through day one.
Yeah, well, we had one non-starter this morning with a terminal engine problem, and there's another one stuck somewhere with a transmission problem. I don't know a huge amount about the individual jobs, but
I mean, how do you go on? I mean, we're dealing with 60, no younger than mid-1940s cars. How do you go on with them? Or are they all relatively the same, or how do you go on with them?
no, well, you just get on and do whatever you got to do to whatever's broken, you know.
So it could be a case of if it doesn't work, hit it. If it still doesn't work, hit it a bit harder.
You got it in one. Exactly how it works.
On these events, I mean, you were saying the assistants and the mechanical crews behind you are being kept busy. How much work do you guys get on these big events?
Oh, we get lots and lots of work on these. Lots of work. But with 60 cars, we've got 3 crews out, so it shouldn't be too bad. We should get fed tonight with a bit of luck. Well, we're making the most of the food we're getting here.
And you'll get to bed at some point?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, as long as nobody has any big problems later, we'll be fine.
What's the biggest problem you can cope with?
Oh, that's a difficult one to answer. That is, yeah. Not sure.
So, I mean, you won't be able to do like full rebuilds, will you?
No, we wouldn't be doing rebuilds. No engine rebuilds. We've done head gaskets before today, changed gearboxes. Diffs is a bit of a tricky one because you generally can't get the bits in time, but yeah, people do carry head gaskets, and we have done them in the past. But yeah.
Right, all the best for the rest of the event, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm joined by Andy Pullen, organisation for Hero ERA. Andy, welcome to the Backseat Driver Podcast, and welcome to the Bridge House Tearooms.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
How's it going? I mean, we're only halfway through day one, but how are things progressing?
Things are progressing really well. We've got a wonderful route up through a nice part of Lancashire here. Lots of excellent vintage cars, most of which haven't broken down at this stage. And the British weather is playing ball with us for the moment, in that it's not raining.
I mean, by the time you get to Gleneagles late on Sunday, I mean, how many cars are you expecting to complete the route?
Well, we're very lucky, and I think you might have been interviewing some of them previously. We're a team of excellent street mechanics who bodge, fix, reattach, everything that you can dream of to try and keep these cars going. Unfortunately, you know, they're old things, and if it's a gearbox, there's only so much they can do. But we tend to have about a 10 or 20% dropout rate, which I think is really, really great for cars that some of which should really be in a museum, especially with how much they're worth.
The one thing I've always noticed is Hero ERA, of which I am a member, always attracts a phenomenal field. You're nearly always at capacity, aren't you?
We're very fortunate to have a great selection of compressors who regularly come and support our events, and we hope that we organise quality events that people come and enjoy and keep coming back to do. Long may that continue, but the proof is always in the pudding, isn't it? And
the one thing I've always noticed is there's always a very, very healthy Dutch contingent. What is it that brings the Dutch to England, apart from the fact they get to have a look at a hill?
Yeah, the Dutch and Germans, both of which often come out over in big numbers. Their sport, they have nothing similar to what we do in terms of like regularities and tests. And they really love the British countryside, and especially exploring Scotland. So it's the scenery, it's the camaraderie, and the format of events that we're allowed to run in the UK here that they just can't do what we do with private land and regularities and that sort of stuff. So I conclude at some point in time you'll be hoping to get to bed tonight and Saturday night and Sunday night. Yeah, that'd be a nice thing, and we stay at some really nice places on this event, some really nice hotels, and try and show people some of the best bits of the British Isles.
Andy Pullen, thanks very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver Podcast.
Thank you.
I'm joined by past radio guest and one of the top rally drivers, historic rally drivers, Neil Calvert. Neil, welcome to the Backseat Driver Podcast and to Bridge House Farm Tearooms.
Yes, it's good to be here, Mark. Didn't realise there'd be such a big crowd. I'm waiting for the first Bentley blower to arrive. Fantastic.
Does it give you the urge to go and get stuck in at the top end again?
No, I think I'm a bit too old for that, and I think the entry fee's something like £7,000 for this.
Just over
7,000, so it's out of my category, I'm afraid.
You rally, of course. You still do various things with your Mark 1 Lotus Cortina. Have you ever driven any of the old rally cars like these, the Bentleys, the Bugattis, things like that, the old Rileys?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't mind trying one. They seem heaps of fun, and I've got to the age where I might enjoy it.
Well, I suppose, though they are quite old, it gets to the stage where you suddenly realise that you're probably in the same creaking condition as the cars are.
That's true, yep. I've just been doing some work on my car in the garage, and I spent 2 days in the garage under it and over it. And you really feel your age, because the morning after I couldn't get out of bed.
I mean, that's the one thing, a proper rally car that's used a lot requires an enormous amount of attention, service, maintenance.
Yeah, you can't, they work so hard that you do an event and then you've got to go through it to make sure it doesn't let you down, especially the old. It's a 65 Lotus Cortina, so it's old technology and you've just got to be on top of it. They weren't 100% reliable when they were new.
No, I mean, that's the one thing people look back on. It was the golden age of rallying. It was also the golden age of cars not breaking down, weren't it?
Yeah, it was. And when I was doing the historic championships, between each event, I had to strip the car down, brakes off, diff out, change the engine oil, change the diff oil, pull the half shafts out, check the splines, it was such a massive job for me, because I'm not a mechanic really. It was such a massive job between events. It consumed a lot of time, especially when the events. In 1996 I did 2 championships. I did the Demon Twigs Historic Rally Championship, and I did the Safety Devices Historic Rally Championship, and that was 15 events in about 6 or 7 months. So there wasn't much time between, so it was like a full-time job really.
Yeah. So in many ways you'd spend more time under the car than actually behind its steering wheel.
Well, yes, I did. You could put it that way.
Your wife was on very good terms with your feet sticking out.
Yeah, cup of coffee near your feet.
So, coming to places like this today and watching these events, it'll be quite relaxing thinking, well, I've enjoyed watching it, I won't mind doing it, but at least when I go back home in my modern car, I don't have to climb underneath it at garage anymore.
No, that's it. I've only seen this type of event once, and I enjoyed it, and it's quite a few years ago, so I'm really looking forward. They're coming up through Lythe Fell at the moment, to Ray, to the Bridge House Tearooms at Ray, so they'll have a wonderful run from sort of Slaburn right up over Lythe Fell to Ray, and I bet they aren't half enjoying themselves, with probably no traffic coming in the opposite direction at all. Fantastic.
And the other thing is, people say, well, cars of this age aren't very fast. Vintage Bentleys, vintage Bugattis, competition Rileys, they may be like nearly 90 years old nowadays, but they're still quick cars, aren't they? Yeah,
5 and 6 litre engines, and they are quick cars. And, they're probably not quick if a young lad sort of was watching. They're probably not quick to them, but you can only be the best in your echelon, can't you?
Yeah.
90-year-old cars, and they don't half-pedal them. Right to the limit.
And the other thing is, a modern rally car might weigh a tonne, might not. Vintage Bentley, probably 2.5, 3 tonnes. They take some controlling, don't they?
They do, yeah. And hats off to them. And they get in the spirit. They're all togged out in the period gear, and they're good lads. I'm really looking forward to them turning up.
Thanks so much for joining me again, Neil. It's always a pleasure to chat to a proper rally driver.
Oh, thanks for the compliment, Mark.
I'm joined by Ian Tully, who I think it's safe to say it's virtual rallying and multisport royalty. Ian, welcome to the Backseat Driver Podcast here at the Bridge House Tearooms.
Thank you very much. And there's no royalty in this.
Now
we're in very good company, obviously, here. So
you're co-driving a Lea Francis, are you not?
yes, that's right. A 1928 Lea Francis, which I believe this particular model was the first UK car that was supercharged. I might be incorrect on that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. And it's only a 1500cc engine, so up against these big Bentleys, we're giving away a lot of horsepower, but we just try our best to pedal it along and keep up with them.
Well, you can't be doing too badly because you were first here by a long way.
Well, that was fantastic. If we'd have actually known there was going to be a piper bringing us in, we'd have made an extra effort to be first here. But he was just enjoying himself driving over live fell. That's why we got here so quickly.
What's the rally like up to press?
Fantastic up to crest. We've had some fabulous roads to drive, both on the regularities and on the road sections. Obviously, to escape from Cheshire, we had to have a little bit of a run up through the roadworks on the M6. But no, it's been great. Some lovely tests. We've done, what have we done up to now? We've done 5 tests, 4 regularities. I think we've got another regularity up at Killington to do, and then another test up at Gilthwaite Rig, which the locals will know as well, to do before we finish at Windermere tonight.
Now, it's a long rally, is this? It's not one of the longest Ian Tully's ever done, but I mean, they are demanding, aren't they?
Well, absolutely, and more so for the cars than us, because there's plenty of us that not just navigators, but the drivers as well, that have also got classic cars and cars that aren't quite so old, so compete on a lot of the similar type of events in the more modern cars. So of course, part of you expects to put these vehicles through the same sort of punishment that they get on the more modern events. But of course, it's a whole different thing for pre-war cars. Just the endurance aspect, even though it's over 3 days, but it's still a couple of 100 miles a day, so 500 plus miles over the event by the time you're finished. A lot of it competitive is hard work, and of course the driver's got to wind the car around on that as well with the big steering wheels. No power steering, so his arm muscles will be up there, and you're all, well, most of us, but buffeted by the wind as well, so the fresh air keeps you going. So
how do you like this compared to some of the more modern rallies and modern cars that you compete in?
It's fantastic to get the chance to do it. It's the competition levels. Well, actually, I'd say these days just as fierce, particularly on this event. But the atmosphere is fantastic, and I mean just to see here today, to get a piper in, and the number of people here watching, it just you get such a buzz back from the spectators and the people just coming out to see you. So it's brilliant, really great fun.
Ian Tully, thanks very much, and all the best for the rest of the 2.5 days.
Thank you very much. We'll keep our fingers crossed and try our best.
From Classic Le Mans to Bridge House Tearooms, I'm here with Mr. Riley himself, John Lomas, Blue Diamond Riley Services. How's it going?
It's going all right. We were third overall at lunch, which is a bit of I might call a bomb threat in and see if I can cancel a rally. But no, it's going well, and I mean, this is amazing. I've done 5 of these. No one's put a show on like this, and it's our back door, and that's bloody brilliant.
I mean, John puts a lot of effort into everything he does, and they get some serious events here and serious cars. But even John was saying this is the best he's ever done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just phenomenal. What a thing for, there's crews over from Germany, from Holland, from the States, to see this, to see Lancashire hospitality at its best. Hats off to the team here, brilliant.
And Elisa doesn't have to do a bad butty, does she?
Exactly, yeah, and there's no Yorkshire puddings either, so that's good. Anyway, right, I'll get back to the car, but look, lovely to see you, Mark.
So it's running up very quickly, though. It's running all right, is the Riley?
Well, yeah, running really well.
All the best, take care, and I'm wondering where I'll see you next, but it'll be somewhere interesting.
Somewhere nice, yeah, hopefully with a glass. All right, see you later.
Cheers, John, take care. Here he is, the man himself, Mr. Andy Lawton, here at Bridge House Tearooms. Are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it. I mean, beats working any day, doesn't it? What a collection of cars, though. It's just incredible, isn't it?
Does it give you the urge?
Oh, does it? I'm a little lost in 7. Needs to be done a bit quicker now, doesn't it? I think we've got some things to aim for, haven't we?
I mean, how do you rate this over modern rallying?
It's chalk and cheese, isn't it? But it's just, I don't know. It's my thing. It's miles better.
But you do have a nice old, very classic Peugeot in your workshops. Why is that not out and about rallying?
Well, it should be, shouldn't it? Yeah, we need to make a bit more effort, a bit more time needed to get things done.
But at least one thing, we don't have to go to the added expense of a piper with his tartan handbag, do we?
No, we can leave that bit.
Even though I happen to like bagpipe music.
Yeah.
But I mean, 60 cars doing this event, and they're all old. I mean, they've already had 2 breakdowns. One did not start, and one's had a transmission. I mean, you have to keep on top of these all the time, haven't you?
You have, haven't you? But I guess modern technology with the engineering side of it's got to help, hasn't it, and keep them going a bit better. But you'd be gutted, wouldn't you? It wouldn't start in the morning. Absolutely mortified. But yeah, cracking event.
And let's hope they never ban this type of thing with the little bunny huggers and tree cuddlers wanting to not do anything with cars.
Yeah, it wouldn't work, that, would it? Don't know what we'd do at weekends if we couldn't do this.
So, are you hill climbing this year?
No, I don't think so. No, nothing planned yet. Not really decided. I'm concentrating on getting the little Austin 7 done. So, body's been built at the minute. Rod Yates is doing that. Chassis ready for going back together. So, fingers crossed. In the next couple of months, we'll be getting somewhere with it.
Andy Lawton, thanks very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver Podcast.
You're more than welcome. I'll speak to you soon.
The Rally of More and More, number 31. Are you enjoying it?
We're having a lovely time. It's dirty, but we love it. He's very good.
He's very good.
He's my youngest and best.
Right. So it's a family affair.
Well, it's a family.
Do you think he'll want to do it again?
Oh yeah, he's very good.
You're good to go.
It's very good. Right, we got to go now.
Right. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm here with Thomas De Vargas. How do you spell your last name?
Machuca.
And Patsy Kennedy Bolling, driving a Bentley. How's it going to start with?
Listen, it's fantastic and a real privilege to be with my acquired aunt Patsy. We've sailed together a lot. That's how our friendship began. And there's a lot of Bentley in our friendship, and so this was a must-do in a Bentley on the Flying Scotsman.
And Patsy, you're from Barbados, yes?
Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Yeah.
How are you finding the weather over here in comparison?
Well, as you see, I have a lot of clothes on, but I'm enjoying it. The scenery is fantastic. The camaraderie around is wonderful, and I'm learning to navigate after all these years.
Has he started shouting at you yet?
No, the good news is he's very calm, and he's taking it all with a grain of salt, but I've got a lot to learn.
My co-driver often tells me, do you mind not shouting at me, else we'll get him right, will you? So, I mean, how are you finding the event? Is it difficult? Because this is down in the Hero ERA as advanced.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, this you have to know what you're doing. And so actually, Patsy, as always, she's an outperformer because I kind of minimized what was really required. And they said, I don't think I'm up to it. I mean, I can sail around the world single-handedly, but this is really quite a handful. But we're coping, and as I said, you need a day just to get into the groove, and just the last half an hour was spotless and perfect, and we got here without even a trip that packed up, obviously.
We didn't even have the trip meter to get here. We had to do it by mental and
it's called guesswork.
Guesswork. Yeah.
Is this your first event in England?
It's my first. I've driven at Silverstone, in the past, but this is my first rally. I've never rallied before. Thomas has taken me under his wing here, and we're still friends.
And you're driving a serious piece of machinery. What age is the Bentley?
So this is a 1925 Bentley 3-litre short chassis tour, bodied by a coach builder called Haley, similar to the Van den Plas. And it's an original car, other than the upgraded engine, which is a 4.5-litre engine, which is a modification they did in period. So it's not matching numbers, but it's great nonetheless.
Is it a car you use a lot?
So I bought it last year, and I've done quite a bit of miles with it. The kind of car that I'd like to do long-distance rallying, so India or another peaking to Paris or South America. So I'm likely going to be selling it to buy a molested car, so I don't have to molest this one.
So if you do something to its replacement, you don't feel guilty?
Correct. Yeah, no, some cars need to be protected and other ones need to be used, and I prefer having cars that are usable rather than ruining the ones that have been protected for whatever reason in their incredible history.
Well, there's one thing about the Bentley boys, they've always been known for using their cars and not cosseting them, and it's nice to see somebody else doing the same thing. Good. Thomas and Patsy, thank you very much for joining me here at the Bridge House Tearooms and on the Hero ERA Flying Scotsman Rally.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Sarah Ettridge, who qualifies as the youngest member of a Curie Cod Fillet. Most of them are older than the cars we're here at Bridge House Tearooms today. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's a brilliant event, isn't it? These guys go above and beyond, putting on a fantastic venue for cars and rallies and things to come to. So, yeah, it was well worth sneaking out my office to come and support them, yeah.
So you're not here in an official capacity?
No. Well, I'm taking a few cod fillet photos for the newsletter for Mike Broad, the legend. So, yeah.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, how do you manage to be a member of the Cod Filleters?
Well, someone has to do their admin. Someone's got to keep the boys in order, haven't they? So, yeah. My father,
John, you're given the age of the Cod Filleters, you don't have to run after them very far because they can't get very far. Hey, what is it, Zimmer frame GTIs?
Oh, they can be rapid when they want to, I tell you. But yeah, give them a set of wheels and they're away. But no, my father was my late father, John Clegg, was a member of Cod Fillet, and he absolutely loved it. And he was on the committee. And then I used to help him with the bulletins. And then when he passed away, they asked me if I'd help them. So yeah, no, I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. All the stories and tales are just fantastic, aren't they?
Yes, they got up to quite a lot of things, really, didn't they?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think there's a lot of tales we don't even know as well.
Well, no, thanks very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver Podcast.
Good to see you there, yeah, thank you.
I'm here with one of the main men of Hero, Tony Jardine, a name, a face and a voice incredibly familiar to anybody with motorsport. Tony, how's it going?
It's going well so far, brilliant in terms of the tests and the regularities. And I think, as you just observed, the quality of the entry from around the world is amazing.
I mean, you've attracted them from Barbados.
Yes, from as far as Barbados, Australia, United States of America, Canada, all over Europe. And in fact, there's a crew, one South African as well, so pretty global.
There's a lot of Dutch, but somebody said they only come here to have a look at a hill.
Yes. The good thing is they don't bring their bicycle bells. There's no ringing of the old bells coming through. But no, they absolutely love it. The Belgians and the Dutch and the Germans and quite a few Swiss crews as well. Yeah. They absolutely love the Flying Scotsman.
And a very impressive selection of cars. I mean, there's a lot of cars here today that you only normally see at events like Classic Le Mans, but yet they're here in the north of England rallying and getting dirty.
Absolutely, and you just saw go off the line there just before over the podium. There was 1939 Bentley, which performed at Brooklands, and it had its slipstreaming roof on it. The history of that car is remarkable. There's a 100-year-old boat-bodied Bentley running at number one, and then there is Sterling Moss's father's Rolls-Royce pickup, or old Woody, that used to be used to tow the horse boxes and then tow his racing cars and put the spare parts in it. That is running in the rally as well.
Which is me. I mean, events like this constantly add to their history, don't they? Which is what these cars and what their owners love. It's constantly adding to the history of the vehicles.
Yeah, it is, and they have this fantastic methodology that they stick to. Say these cars are to be used. I mean, there's a Swiss crew now, and look at the length and the size of this old Buick. It's unbelievable. It's got a massive big straight six in it, and they've driven it all the way from Switzerland over here, and they'll drive it all the way back. But yeah, the provenance, it's done Flying Scotsman. That'll add to its pedigree, absolutely.
And the driving to and from, which was something when I competed with a late friend of mine with his X-Works 911s. That was the tradition. You drove them to the event. Hopefully you didn't bend them, and then you drove them back. And it's nice to see it still happening today. No trailer queens.
No, they're not. And here's a Fraser Nash here. Another one of the great cars. We've got another Fraser Nash, which is actually a chain-driven one from 1933. He's lying in the top 5 at the moment. They will drive them back, and they'll drive them to wherever they are. not all of them. Some of them have come on trailers from the continent as well. You see here Aston Martins coming in, Lagondas, just unbelievable.
Now I know you still compete, but do you drive any of these?
I don't drive any vintage. I rally the classics. So I did Roger Albert Clark last year. I've done Rally North Wales. I'm going back to New Zealand the end of this year to rally a 1985 Toyota in the Silver Fern Rally. So, but I'd love to have a go on one of these. I mean, look at this thing. Let's look on.
Surely somebody will lead you on.
I've tried.
Tony Jardine, thank you very much for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
We are joined by one of rallying's legendary drivers who's been here for the day at Bridge House Tearooms, the one, the only Malcolm Graham. Malcolm, welcome to the Backseat Driver Podcast.
Thanks very much again.
Have you enjoyed today?
I have absolutely loved it because I've seen the favourite car of mine since I can remember, which is a Jag SS100, and it was absolutely incredible. And I always promised myself that I would have one as soon as I could afford it, which obviously I can't, but even if I could, I don't think I would get the car, because once you've got your dream, there's nothing else to dream about. So,
does it give you the urge to go again?
Oh yes. Oh yes. When I hear these cars and the excitement behind just sitting in them makes me heart flutter. But I'm too old now.
And you can't keep writing legends, can you, Malcolm?
If I could ever write one in the first place.
Malcolm Graham, thanks very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver Podcast here at the Flying Scotsman Rally 2024.
It's been a pleasure, and thanks for telling me about it, Mark.
A pleasure, young sir. Right, that's it. So after 600 miles of navigation, 15 tests, 16 regularities, and some very challenging conditions of weather, the first car across the line at Gleneagles Hotel in Scotland was the Bentley Derby of Paul Dias and Mark Appleton, with penalties of just 23 minutes 22 seconds, closely followed by Kurt van der Spinne and Ian Tully driving the Lea Francis Hyper, fantastic little car, with penalties of 25 minutes and 5 seconds, and in third place Clint Smith and Brad Smith with their Bentley 3 litre with 27 minutes and 19 seconds of penalties. Absolutely fantastic result. Until you've seen some of these cars in action, you do not know what historic motorsport and rallying is. These guys give no quarter and expect no quarter, and expect their historic and at times extremely valuable vintage cars to perform exactly as they did in the day, if not perform better, to perform to virtual modern standards. But it's been a fantastic event, absolutely superb at Bridge House Tearooms with John Wright and his team there. It was unbelievable. The number of spectators there, the number of people, the pipers, all the cars and crews enjoyed themselves. So, until the next Hero ERA rally, it's me, Mark Stolen, as always, saying, be good, take care, ta-ta. Rarely beaten on price, never beaten on service. Whether it's cars, bikes or commercials, Hodder Tyres are the best in the business. And when it comes to tyre expertise and advice to supplying the correct tyres for your vehicle's specific requirements, nobody comes close to David Lakin and the Hodder Tyres team. So give them a call on 01200 613 192 or visit the website at hoddertyres.co.uk.